They have amazing reviews on the internet. We've done better than an OEM. So these are the DoubleTake mirrors. Basically, the last mirror you'll ever need to buy is the company slogan. So we have a real issue at Ticket with mirrors breaking all the time, just drop in and smash mirror. So let me show you the ADV mirror first. So the ADV mirror is the biggest one, vibrates around the least, so you have the clearest vision. And basically the idea is you can fold them in all directions, at the mirror level and then also here. If you have a crash, they just basically bend. If you want to go off-roading for real, just fold it all the way in, tucks away neatly in your dashboard. So that's pretty cool. So what you need to realize with these mirrors is the glass is super clean. Like you can see yourself really easy like looking in a high quality mirror versus an OEM mirror where it's a little bit fuzzy. There's a big difference in the quality gap. So that's the ADV mirror. Let's move on to the Enduro Mirror. So we're going from size basically from big to small in this. So this is the Enduro Mirror. Basically you're getting a little bit less bulk on the sort of mounting system, but it's more or less the same idea. And you have a round mirror instead of an angular one. But same idea, if you smack it, it's just going to come loose. Tighten it up again, good to go. Fold them in. So pretty easy. So that brings us on to the next mirror, which is the Scrambler Mirror. Now this is the mirror we're going to put on our off-road bikes, or I'd say dual sport bikes, where people go both road and off-road. We use the Scrambler mirrors, they're a bit smaller, so easier to fold into position. You should note as well with these mirrors that there's only one screw to move everything on the mirror, to move this and to move the mounting point down here. So these ones fold in much more tightly, so if you're regularly going on-road, off-road, fold in, fold out, then the one you want to get is the Scrambler Mirror. The Scrambler and the Enduro Mirror have the same size actual mirror part that you can see. It's just the mounting that's slightly different. So the last one is the Trail Mirror. So this is when you're going full on off-road enduro. You just get these little mounting points. They're put on with high quality zip ties, so super easy to move around. And basically you can see under your arm. And what's also great about these, really important with GoPros where the beeping's not loud enough, you can actually finally have a way of seeing your GoPro light to make sure that it's on. So from that alone, they're worth it. But you can see out under your arms, which is pretty cool. So the DoubleTake mirrors, every part is replaceable. So the actual frames are guaranteed to never break. But the mirrors themselves can break, but you can replace them. And any of the other parts you can replace. So you never need to buy an entire new mirror. So let's test out how strong these things really are. And I've not done this before. You know, they have amazing reviews on the internet. Did it break? No. Should I try again? Not bad. Should I be a bit more on some metal here? I don't want to break it, but already we've done better than an OEM. I'll use this for myself. Should we try on an OEM mirror? Can we get this off? Sorry, this video was live. I just had a flare of a moment thing. It's not prepared. Really, we should have tools for removing mirrors. Oh no. And that is why we're investing in the DoubleTake mirrors, because that is so annoying. The customer ends up with a mirror, no mirror for their journey, and then we $5, $5, $5 over and over again. Really, I think these are 10 actually.
Did it break already?
It's so frustrating. It's broken there.
Yeah.
So it's worth getting a good mirror. You can see clearer through the expensive mirror. They don't break and they fold into any position that you want. You want to move backwards, forwards, left, right. You can do anything on them. So it's pretty cool. I already had one crash with the CB500 mirror, and yeah, the whole thing just folded in. We have that on video. I should also say one more thing. Look how easy this is to take on and off. So that mounts that off. It's not broken.
Is it because you're supposed to take this expensive mirror into the hotels with you?
That's the problem. And I don't have the answer to that question. Do you want to do that or not? Our employees here advised I take the mirrors off in the basement, and I said no, I have more faith in people than that. We'll leave them on and see what happens. And not many people know, you know, that they are as expensive as they are, but they're not that expensive. Over time, they're going to work out, and you can move these from one bike to the next bike to the next bike. Should also mention we do have the BMW mounts already in our shop. So if you want to put this on a BMW GS, bam, good to go. So according to DoubleTake, it's because this mounting platform absorbs more of the vibrations. So this is wobbling around less than on the Enduro Mirror. So the ADB one is the most sort of static platform. Yep, let me give you some tech. They're made from reinforced Zytel. I know what that is. Excellent visibility with SAE spec convex lenses. The housing is guaranteed against breakages, so that's the plastic around the mirror. And then the rest is really just length specs and the design in the frame that you're going for. Do you want a long one, a short one, the small ones, or the ADV ones?
So, like, you pinch the ball, yeah, and you can move them around easily.
So the idea is,
so you secure them clockwise. You turn clockwise. You don't force too much because it's giving some play in the rubber. And then you loosen them to adjust. I recommend to loosen them well to adjust to avoid forcing on that rubber part. So they are installed. They're pretty steady. Yeah, but that's what you want, because if you tie them too much, then you're playing on that ball.
Someone give me a hammer.
And to remove them, just secure the nut and slowly turn. It's secured. If people feel like it's moving too much, I will put them Loctite, that's all.
Yeah.
But I will not force too much on that. They are supposed to move, otherwise they lose their advantage. I like that you can actually hide them really well inside your dashboard. But then as soon as you're looking for hitting the road, you can just like open them. It takes just 2 seconds to adjust. For off-roading, I would prefer the trail. They're much smaller. They still offer great vision. The fact that they are convex allows a great angle behind you, and they're actually aiming, since the KTM handlebar is very tall, it's actually not aiming at your hip or whatever, it's aiming really like in this area, and the vision is great. If I go on XR and this model, I will take the Scrambler since they're a little bit smaller than the Enduro.
For our company, do you think we should invest in the Enduro mirrors or the Scrambler mirrors on our CRF 250s?
I'd say the Scrambler, because they offer the same specs, just one is less sticking out. So since we're doing a lot of off-road, I will suggest getting something smaller. So Scrambler for me is the best. Offer also a great vision, and I don't need my mirrors to be there, to be fair. I like those.
How much clearer would you say this is than the OEM?
So it's HD
That's
versus
actually
4K.
quite a good mirror.
It's HD versus 4K.
This is HD.
Yeah, this is 4K mirror.
You get this is so I should point out this is actually an OEM one, which is not that bad. It's when you buy the you break this one when you buy the $5 ones on the side of the road. That's when you get a real downgrade.
And then you are in
yeah.
Adventure, the Enduro, and the Scrambler version is personal preference.
It's a question of taste at the end, yeah.
Yeah, and the trail one is obviously destructible like a lot.
Trail is for the hardcore riders.
Yeah, well, you just
That
don't,
one
you
just
don't
no-
want
no
mirrors
drag.
in the way.
No drags, no added
all
weight.
people in the Sagon rear rider to go with the trail.
If your bike is tall enough, I guess.
No, they should go with the Scrambler. All KTM riders should go over trail.
If your handlebar is high enough, trail is good. I will try some on the XR.
Would you sell the trail to a CRF rider or an XL rider? No, you're not qualified with the trail.
Yeah, we will have a sort of entrance exam for the purchasing
Pop
of
a
these.
wheelie and we'll sell you the trail one.
Yeah.